I don't even know what city I'm in right now, guys. I think it's Virginia, somewhere in Virginia, but that will not be stopping our arm day that goes as usual, guys. That's non-negotiable for me, really. Really. But small gym, I do see the essentials though. Some dumbbells for curls and some ropes, cables for tricep pushdowns. So I think we'll switch up the format we usually go by, and we'll start with arms, with biceps. So we'll go get warmed up, and not really much to say, guys. Let's make it a good workout. Not a pussy workout, just a good workout. .45s, not 50s, because the 50s, they're like different materials. One's like rubber and the other one's strictly all iron. So I thought I felt a little bit of a difference when I was moving around the 50s, so took it down a notch. And it's not a bad idea because I'm on a trip. I'm not rested properly, I'm not fed properly, so I'm not working properly, right? So keeping that in mind, drop the weight a little bit and just go as hard as you can. That's about it. Let's make it a good one. That's what I'm talking about. I could just stay here with the dumbbells, whole 8 sets or 6, we'll see. But I see some rope extensions. I see some cables, some attachments I could probably use. So, guys, small gym, but surprisingly very well accommodated. So let's take full advantage of it. I've never seen one of these attachments before. And I was gonna use this one, but whenever I hold it and I'm extending, it just feels weird. Like the rubber hitting up against my thumb, it's just bad. So I decided to try this one. And same case, when I held it a little bit further down, it was the same case. So I just grab it a little bit wider and it felt awesome. And it's a different kind of grip, so a different kind of targeting for your muscles, which I haven't had the experience of. So it's definitely gonna do me some good. So let's get it going. It's my first time using this machine, so I don't know how heavy it really is, but it should do the trick. I don't think I need to go full stack. Let's give it a try. I might be wrong. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. Let's hit this. I was watching one of Sam's videos a couple nights ago, maybe last night. Not last night, a couple nights ago. And I heard him say he did biceps first. And that kind of stuck with me because I usually always do triceps first and then biceps. Because, you know, well, for me at least, when I was bulking, if I did biceps first, then your biceps kind of want to stay, you know, here in this position because all that work you just put on them, right? They don't want to be straight. So whenever you do triceps and you try to extend, that kind of gets in the way. But I'm on a cut right now and I just want to try new things because you get bored of doing the same stuff. So just try something new and see if it works, see if you like it. But for now, biceps feel good. So let's keep it going. Am I recording? What a bad song. I don't know what happened to my playlist. A song I've never heard before just popped up. Completely messed up my set. I'm fucking with you guys. You guys, don't let music fuck up your sets. I know it's a good hype up or whatever, but it's really not the end all be all, you know? It's just a song. Either way, I forget about it in the middle of the set. I'm just focused on squeezing out every single fucking rep, right? But we will be deleting that song. I don't know how it got to my playlist. But yeah, my left arm is now stronger than my right arm because for as long as I can remember, my left arm has always been the weaker arm. So whenever I would come in here, I knew that coming in, right? So what would I do? I'd start with my weaker arm and just do as many as I could, match it with my strong arm. And I did that for a long time, not really thinking, okay, eventually this arm will get strong as my right arm. Eventually it'll get stronger, and it did. It shows because this arm is stronger now than my right arm. So keep that in mind if you're in my position, because then you'll have to catch up again. And you really want to be in the middle, right? You really want to be in a position where they're both as strong, and you could tell just by the amount of reps you're doing, good reps. But let's do something else. Guys, I don't know what it is with these dumbbells, but they're not like the ones I'm usually accustomed to, right? At my old gym, hometown gym. I don't know if it's the rubber that's slipping or something, but whenever I hold them, it really hurts my hands, like the calluses part, you know? Whenever I don't know if that's like a newbie thing, but I haven't had that feeling in a long time. Maybe it's because I also use straps and I forgot. I know they're upstairs in my bag because I did bring them. I just forgot to bring them down here. So, but yeah, minor inconvenience, you know. Does it really matter that your hand is burning a little bit at your calluses? No, it does not. No, it does not. It doesn't. It's a minor inconvenience. Fuck it. Go hard and you'll get. Shit, I do have some calluses, but they're not that crazy. So I can still feel a little pain, right? When shit like that happens, but it's whatever, guys. One more. Yeah, one more. Then we'll do triceps. So let's get to it. I have two options. Well, actually I have more, but for triceps, I can either start with a rope extension or I can start with a D handle, single arm at a time. And honestly, I think we'll give D handles a try because, guys, this coming semester when school starts ramping up and I'm at school more often, you'll see more videos at that gym. And I would be a fool if I were to think, you know, I'm gonna have every single attachment disposable to me at any given moment. Guys, it's a huge gym. It's a huge gym. So I need to improvise more often with what I can, with whatever, really, right? So that I have that repertoire. I don't know where I get these words from, but I have that in my arsenal, right? So that whenever I see an attachment, I can just go like, okay, I know I can do a workout, a set with that attachment, right? I'm not so small-minded. I'm not boxed in to maybe just rope, maybe to the rope, right? Or to the D handle, or to the, I don't know, whatever, just any attachment. You want to be able to just, on the fly, just adjust to whatever's in front of you. So, and I'll show you what I'm talking about because I've been known to mess around with the D handles for a long time. And I have a couple workouts, different kind of sets I can do right here. So I know this is gonna feel good, so let's just get to it. Maybe a little bit heavier. But we don't wanna go too heavy. It's the first one. I just wanna get a good controlled squeeze at the bottom. Bring it back up, controlled. That kind of set, if you catch my drift. All right, switch attachments and we'll go again. Maxing out hotel equipment. That was a full stack, guys. Honestly, I wanted to give it a shot because I thought it felt pretty cool. You know, I mean, I put in all this work, right? A couple of years working out. It'd be a shame if I came into a hotel gym and couldn't max out at least one machine. I'm not talking about dumbbells. I'm not talking about, I see a leg press machine over there, plate loaded. I'm not talking about those crazy ass machines. Although, if I tried, I know I could probably max out that leg press machine. And if I really, no, I can't play around with the 75s here. I think I see two 75s and maybe one. I think it's a 90 or an 85. I don't know, I haven't even looked at it that well, but yeah, at least one machine I know I can max out. It's gonna be the tricep, the cable machine for triceps. I don't know what it is. Even when I wasn't this big, I could always max out this machine. And if not max it out, at least pretty close to it, right? So, and the most important part, I warmed up first and I gauged my muscles so I could tell, okay, they're not as tender as last arm day. If you guys remember, I told you guys, you know, my elbow, one of my elbows was feeling a little bit sore, tender, whatever you want to call it. So not a good idea to load up the full stack. But today, for whatever reason, it's clicking. So we'll do one more and that's about it. All right, let's just get to it. Is that good? Good. All right, rope extensions are next, I believe. It will be a good workout, good set after those heavy push downs. So, not really much else to say. I know I got kind of, you know, I got kind of forced with those last couple reps, but if you already did 7 to 6, 8 solid, you know, controlled sets, controlled reps, then those last couple ones, you can get a little bit dirty with them just to squeeze out the rest of your muscle, right? Because it's still gonna have a little bit more energy than you'd be able to exert if you just keep going slow, controlled, you know, perfect form. Then that's where that little bit of help comes in, right? Because you're still working out that muscle. You're just helping yourself a little bit more with your body weight, with your shoulders. Don't use too much of your shoulders. Try to just lean over with it. I feel like that allows me to squeeze out a couple more good reps, partial reps. So, not much else to say, guys. We'll switch this attachment and we will get on with our workout because we've been in here for a long time now. Seeing people come and go. So, let's just get to it. All right, I can tell I'm starting to get a little bit tired. I haven't ate today. So we'll go a little bit lighter. I'm talking 40 pounds. And like I said, squeeze at the bottom, try to extend so your fists are looking like this at the top. At the bottom, you want them to be pointing outwards, right? Trying to just pull it apart as hard as you can. And then slowly back up. And this will be my last lighter squeezing set, maybe for 6 or however many reps we can muster, but definitely a couple partials in there too, because why not? I was gonna say that you will not be, if you're keeping up with my Instagram, you won't be seeing a story tonight about cardio, on the recumbent bike. There is a recumbent bike right here. It's a really old one. And not saying that that's the reason I'm not gonna use it. That's one of the reasons I'm not gonna use it. But if I absolutely had to do my cardio, I'd do it right there, It's not fancy. It's not fancy at all. It looks actually pretty uncomfortable to sit on. But if I absolutely had to, that would have to do the trick. But I know I'm gonna be doing a lot of walking today because I've been foretold, right, by the wizards speaking to me. My mom told me we're gonna be doing a lot of walking today. I think we're going to DC. So a lot of sightseeing and stuff like that is on the plan, is on the agenda. So save my legs for that because I don't want to do double cardio, right? And last night, I was just a chump, honestly, because I could have came down here. I did come down here just to check out the gym, see what was available to me, thinking about tomorrow's lift, AKA today's lift, right? But it was kind of late and it was a stressful day. And honestly, guys, I just wanted to go out and walk in the city because when I came through, I saw it was a nightlife, right? There were young people out walking, bars open. So I went out for a drink, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went out for 3 drinks. I drank 3 Modelo's and I just kind of watched the game, right there at the bar, just relaxing all night, stressful day. I could have came here to do cardio, but I was like, you know what? I just need to get out, be around people my age, Spending the whole day with your parents on a trip can sometimes be a little more aggravating than expected, right? You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, won't be doing too much of that. I can promise you that. And I wasn't gonna get shit-faced per se last night, right? Because I knew today at around this time, early in the morning, right now I wanna say it's, if I'm correct, reading this clock, it's about 10:15. So I woke up at around 8 o'clock today, showered, got ready, brushed my teeth, all that good stuff, and then came down here, just to get this out the way. But I'm talking too much and I feel my pump going away from me, so let's just hit it. We'll pick up where we left off. Right. All right. Rest pause. Because Sam Sulek said rest pause is good. No, I know it's gonna feel good too. But also because Sam is never wrong. So Where's my music? Fuck it, guys. No music. All right. Come on. I can't. Oh. Guys, I think we'll call it right here. My arms are gonna be as pumped as ever. As pumped as ever. Whew. You know what, fuck it. We'll do one more rest bar set. Stop being a chump. I went out last night. I need to burn these calories. Whew. I do. But it was good, guys. It was good to be around people my age last night. You see the nightlife, you know, I'm rarely ever out. That was a rare occasion. And I don't know if it was just me, but I could kind of tell, you know, the nightlife is not for me. Because there was once a time when I would be outside on the regular. I'm talking 12 to 13, 14, 8 years old, right? Just starting to go out with friends, not really getting shit-faced. I really didn't even drink when I was young. All I did was go out and dance with people, you know, have a good time. Just be outside the house, guys. And I would love that stuff. I can't lie to you. But now I go out to these bars and it's so different from what I'm used to, because the music is different, the whole vibe of the place is different. It's like, I know there's always going to be a range of people from different ages, right? And some people just want to go sit down at the bar, have a drink, talk with friends. But I'm just used to people up and dancing, and you bump into someone and you start dancing with them, and maybe you dance for a song or two, and then you might see them again, you might not. And that's just the culture I'm used to. And whenever I come to any kind of bar in America, it's just the complete opposite, guys. It's just, you see these little groups of people that know each other, or whatever the case may be, and they don't really do much but talk and talk and talk. And that's kind of boring to me, guys. I can't lie, that does not intrigue me at all. Now, if a friend tells me, you know, we're gonna go out tonight, we're gonna drink, but we're gonna have a good time, you know, we're gonna dance, we're gonna talk to people, or whatever, I might be inclined to go with them. Every so often, not every weekend, right? Not every weekend, guys. That doesn't even make sense to me, but let's go one more time before we get too cold. All right, give me a second. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I can't. Ooh. That was good, guys. And we'll cut it right here because this video is going to be long, too long as it is.